What's the biggest learning lesson you've had in your career that you wish you knew earlier?
Probably that you can do quite well helping average people. I have no attorneys in my family. I'm a first-generation college graduate, let alone an attorney. I had a lot of misconceptions about what it meant to be an attorney. When I got out of law school, I thought I was going to be representing rich people, but guess what? Rich people have plenty of attorneys. So their economy wasn't great. I ended up going into a bankruptcy firm, and it was just an absolute blessing because I ended up doing well by doing good. I help a lot of people, and I like it so much. Now, many of my clients will say things like, Mike, we love you. We think you're a great guy, but we wish we never met you. I appreciate that. I understand bankruptcy is not great, but the results can really change lives when you help people free themselves from oppressive debt.
Don't ever give credit to Chapter 7 clients. They will not pay you later. This is not really a competitive business. It should be a civil business where we talk to each other civilly and deal with each other civilly. Sometimes I took it as more of a war as opposed to a collegial type of workout. Having good relationships with trustees, other debtors' attorneys, other creditor attorneys is probably the best advice I would give anybody.
I shouldn't be doing everything. That I need a team, and I need to use the talents of other folks so that to make me better, particularly in the areas where I recognize I have some weakness. There are other folks that do that well, and when you can build a team that fills in those gaps for you, that's probably the biggest thing. I would have really liked to know that earlier because I tried to do it all forever.
I wish I'd known earlier that you cannot do all of this all by yourself. You need to get help from companies like yours. I wish I had started doing Chapter 13s earlier in my career. I started out just doing Chapter 7s because they were kind of the easy, quick thing to do. It wasn't until about 4 or 5 years in that I started doing Chapter 13s and really appreciated learning how to do those.
Not being afraid to try new things. So some debtor has a difficult case, not overthink it, just do it and let the debtor know these are the risks, but if they want to go through with it, we could do it. And then not stress so much about what's going to happen. The debtor knew what was involved and to do it. And 99% of the time, it works out fine. There's no issues.
I wish I learned how to be more organized to start with and create a CRM tool early on as opposed to many years later.
It's a practice. You're not going to get it right every time, but you always learn and do better.
It's important to focus and specialize. Early in my career, I tended to get bored with one thing, so I had a lot of different things that I would do. But as I've seasoned a little bit, I've become a specialist, and in fact, I'm a certified specialist in bankruptcy law now.
Marketing. How not to malpractice people? I have a rule, the bigger they come, the harder they fall. And in fact, I just appealed the judge's ruling to the Ninth Circuit BAP. He's messing with me on another issue and making a record, and then I'm going to appeal that one. You just can't back down.
To believe in myself, and actually watching the Camille guest speaker here, she actually inspired me a lot because I watched her trial. I thought she was so cool and so young and pretty and really good. And I was like, man, I could really do this. I'm going to do my own law firm. I'm going to do everything. I'm going to shoot for the stars, and we're on our way.
Take on the big cases. Try it all because you're going to find out you didn't know something that was really valuable, and you might be able to help a lot more people than just the guy in front of you.
I wish someone told me that I shouldn't be doing a $10 an hour job.
That it's okay to say no to cases.
Bad decisions, not well thought out, lead to very uncomfortable consequences. I think things out a lot more in terms of what I do because the bad consequences were no fun.
I guess the biggest not do it, actually. I do some other of law, quite frankly. Yeah.
Preparation. To come to NACPA seminars more often, to talk to the vendors.
To follow my instinct and not take cases that weren't a right fit for my practice. My practice really focuses on pretty simple cases. So when cases are a bit more complex and I take them anyway, or they're more difficult, it doesn't serve me or my other clients or my practice well. So I think my lesson is just take the cases that are a good fit for my practice.
Delegate. That's the biggest one, is delegate. You think you can do everything yourself, but
You can help others more if you just learn to delegate and just trust other people to do as well, if not better than you.
Make sure you choose the right tech stack.
To make sure that, you always have somebody that knows more than you. Like we recently hired a fractional COO to help guide us and to, make sure we automate. We didn't have these resources when I started, but with everything being online and AI and Lawmatics and all of our programs are now online, we're going all paperless. So there's a lot of improvements over the years.
If there's one thing I learned later in my career, it's that there's a huge network of other practicing bankruptcy attorneys and attorneys in all areas that are more than willing to help you, whatever you need or whatever question that you have. You have a resource that you can go to and give them a call.
Don't overpromise. You want to say whatever puts the biggest smile on your client's face, and they want to hear that you can deliver sun, moon, and stars, and sometimes you can only deliver one. Don't make them think you're going to give them everything that you're not sure you can get.